Aren't you meant to do a theme tune? Dooby dooby doo.
Usually, I think I've completely forgotten how to do all the voice music stuff. So I can't remember where I got it.
Where did you get that thumbnail from?
You gave me it.
Oh, sold.
So
Yeah. Hi.
we're really bad at this now. Then again, having said that, will we ever very good at it?
I don't know.
Probably not. So Dust is going.
Wow.
I know. This just terrible. I cried into my beard all night. No, I didn't really. But it's funny because I don't. I kind of thought was coming. This has been coming for a long time. Let's face it, right? And I think since we started even doing this channel, this has been the one game that we've come back to most times. And it's interesting that it's going. So I guess let's just quickly discuss that. So it's been announced that CCP are going to shut down on May the 30th. I don't know why they just didn't do it on May the 14th?
It's because they knew you were playing it again.
I find it highly ironic that as soon as we did the video, they cancelled it like 2 hours before the video release. There is an irony in that. But to be honest, look at this footage. I mean, this is a great example of probably why it needs to go, because nobody ever could get out of this prison cell, this Merc quarters. Nothing really changed in the meta of the game that made the game terribly interesting.
You got that lady to have a chit chat.
I did, yeah. I tried to just get close to the boobs.
That is so rude.
There's a bit of electronic bum there. But why did they do that? That was an obvious nod of the head to all the young lads playing this game. I mean, why have such a buxom lady as a hologram? I just think it's a joke. I really do. I think that was a bad move. So, anyway.
Is that because I'm here that you're saying it?
Yes, I'm saying it. If you weren't here, I'd be like, whoa, way the lads, yeah. No, seriously, I think that there's been a few kind of questionable moves, but, overall, the game's been there. I think it's tried to do something different. It's tried to be interesting. I don't know. What do you think, Trub? Really, good insights.
Thanks.
Well, look at that. That's a great example. That's the war barge, which is basically a take of Clash of Clans. Because the idea is you have these kind of passive revenue generators, like your things in Clash of Clans and Boom Beach.
Don't compare these things to Clash of Clans and Boom Beach. That is so bad.
Because they actually had pretty good graphics, whereas this looks like a Scooby-Doo chase scene with the background going.
That actual scene, it doesn't kind of match.
Doesn't look finished.
The style of the game.
Yeah, it didn't look finished.
It just, I don't know, those colours don't match.
And that's not even an Eve ship, which is really odd because Eve has got like hundreds of really interesting ships.
They couldn't pick one.
No, and they couldn't use a 3D model. I think there was it just seemed that there was kind of a lot of thoughts that maybe they didn't put a lot of effort.
To be honest, I feel that maybe they were using Dust 514 as a test, and if it was a test, it was a very good test.
How dare you?
No, I feel like that if anything, they've taken away a lot of lessons, and maybe this new game that's coming will have taken everything on board, and they'll be able to redesign it from scratch so that it is compatible. It flows really well into the other games and links in better. So there was a lot of lessons learned, but there were some things that Dust 514 has done really well. Yes, I'm going to be positive. I am not going to let.
I'm not being negative. I totally agree with you.
I just think, all said and done, there have been issues, but we don't know how the program was set up at the back end, and we don't know what issues and problems that these guys were facing, for them to make the improvements that everybody wanted. So
because it was on PS3 as well, which is now pretty much dead.
And now that the new game's going to be PC focused, it's going to take in a lot of the things that they've learned from this game. It's going to be appealing to a much larger audience, including the Eve community, who are all PC based. It's not going to be a console anymore. I just feel that you're going to get an even better game, because CCP, let's be fair, did produce a pretty decent game. It was just that the development wasn't there when it was needed, and also it alienated quite a lot of the community because it was on a PS3 console. Totally agree,
and I think there was always been this campaign in the forums for a while now that they should port Dust 514 onto PS4, and I never really kind of got behind that, because I just think having it on the PC where all of your Eve players are, is a good place to go, because just having the EVE community, which is like, I don't know, 300,000-400,000, 500,000 people, probably not that many, but even if it was 50,000 people who would have a go at it, that just makes pure sense to put it on PC. Plus, I think the technology on PC is probably just a little bit easier to program. I don't know if that's true, but it feels it.
Yeah, well, it's not just that. More people have got a PC of some form, a laptop, and I guess it comes down to what the requirements of the system are. How spec do you need it just to play?
I can't imagine it'll be high.
Well, you'd hope not, because I just, there's so many devices out there that run the Windows operating system. And yet with a PS3, if you went out and bought an Xbox, yes, I am an Xbox lover, and I'm not ashamed of this.
You're not supposed to say that.
I don't see why I had to get a PS3 as well, and there was no way in hell I was going to get a PS4. So it was dead in the water from that moment onwards. Way to win the audience, right?
Most people who listen to these videos probably have got PS4s, but I think this is the thing: is that sometimes when it's a big decision to move away from a console to PC, they you have to look at it. They tried it on PS3. It kind of went somewhere. It never really took off, as in hundreds of thousands of people played it, but the community it has is probably one of the most loyal communities I've ever seen. And I think just linking it closer and making it on PC and tying it more into the spaceship game is probably going to give it a huge lease of life.
Is it a spaceship game? The game that you're not allowed to name? It's EVE.
EVE Online.
Yeah. Why you?
Apparently, it's online.
Why did you
and it's called EVE.
The spaceship game?
Because for a brief moment I completely forgot what the hell it was called, considering I spent years of my life playing that flipping game.
That game that is in space.
I just couldn't.
Oh, so it's Elite, is it?
Oh, don't mention the ED.
Don't call it the spaceship game then. Just think, wouldn't it be lovely if you could have a bit of a game while you're at work? Yeah, that would be really nice. I knew a guy actually who did do that.
Logged on and played computer games at work?
Yeah. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was you.
These are scurrilous accusations, and I will be seeing you in court with an appropriate legal team to ensure that you are destroyed financially forever for saying such slanderous things.
You sat so that no one could see, but there was a window behind you, and everything was reflected.
Oh yeah, I remember now. No, I wasn't playing EVE. I was reading the forums of EVE.
So working hard then.
Bet hardly working. Which
I get the feeling a lot of you guys know, and you might like the idea of being able to check progress, etc. while you're at work. I don't know. I won't lie. I didn't like the PS3, PS4. You can all hate me.
So many hates.
You can all hate me. It's fine. I was, secretly a PC lover, and I still am. So, and yes, I own an Xbox. Yeah,
you just making it even worse.
Xbox.
So with the move to
Go
PC,
Xbox.
It's not on Xbox. It's not on Xbone, is it? It's going to be on PC. So
hey, I've got both.
Well, either way.
and when they release a new version, my PC will still work.
Well, that's
I won't have to buy myself a PS4 and spend another couple of £100 just to buy it. I could spend that money on something.
Counter argument: you're going to have to upgrade your hardware. No, admittedly, probably not.
With the way that the industry's going, and if it's anything like general software industry, it will eventually be that the servers, you'll log onto a server and it will just be an access point.
It'll be cloud compute. Well, that's an interesting thought. I don't think CCP have got any interest in that, and it's something that...
You don't know.
Well, I've not heard anything, but I do remember them talking about games as a service, which is obviously something, SaaS-based, kind of agile SaaS-based technology. And I know these games are they're very much based upon release a patch, get some feedback, see what the customer wants, then design that. And I think that's pretty much what has kept CCP going for some time. And I just feel that Dust couldn't really do that because they didn't have extreme flexibility when it came to
You've got to be
updates.
Really careful here, because I think there'll be a whole bunch of people that know more about this than we do.
I'm literally at the bottom of the barrel now. I don't know anything more than what I've just said, other than it makes sense to continually improve your product and do your regular updates and all that good stuff.
I read an article that Iceland want everyone to put their servers there.
Is that right? Why is that then?
Because they have the ability to cool them naturally.
Oh,
it uses less energy.
Thermal energy, yeah.
But on a different note, Microsoft, good old Microsoft,
We're not winning any supporters with this video. Microsoft,
yeah,
Xbox.
everyone's going to be Apple lovers and PS Station lovers.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
but no, I have to say that their new set of devices and the fact that is compatible like everywhere, and like you can get a Windows phone now and it can run a mini version of the Windows operating system. So it does mean that you have bigger and better flexibility on how you use it.
Yeah.
Their compatibility is across all. So if this new game has that level of compatibility across all devices, that would be awesome.
The future is actually one without consoles anyway, isn't it? Because if you do go to that cloud processing computing level, you're going to not need a console. You're not going to need technology in your home. You're just going to need the rights or the license to the gateway to do it. So I can't imagine there's going to be I don't think there's going to be a PS5, 6, 7, 8. I just don't see it. I honestly don't see it.
You never know. I have a PS Vita. There you go. That was good. One plus point for Sony.
It's like you just walk into a shop and throw money at the counter and say, "Sell me what nobody wants." Literally.
No, I just didn't want a PlayStation. You took my PlayStation.
I did. Actually, that's your PlayStation now.
And you know the one thing. And so essentially, I use the PS Vita to play Sega games.
Really? I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, you can play.
Well, like
Sega
Sonic the
games.
Hedgehog and things like that.
Yeah.
Oh, your Vita. What games have you got with it?
I've got all the old ones. So Shinobi. It was a pack.
Shinobi. Is it that's the
Golden
side-scrolling one?
Yeah.
It's not the 3D one.
No, it's the old one. So Golden Axe.
Golden Axe.
So I was playing that the other day.
Wow.
It was just like really enjoyed it.
Did you pay money for them, or were they free?
Oh no, you had to pay,
Oh.
but not very much. It was all in one pack,
Oh, really?
so you only paid once.
Wow.
So there you go. I didn't hate
I
Sony
forgot we're
completely.
doing this video. Oh well. Well, I think to be honest, it's not bad. Well, it is bad news. If you don't have a PC, we should probably give some advice to people who don't have a PC.
Buy one.
Well,
and why
hang
don't
on.
you have one? Because
Hang
shouldn't
on.
you be doing your work on this? I mean, come on. You must have to go to school and
No,
work.
sorry,
and
not
study.
everybody is an office worker like we are. A lot of people have freedom. A firefighter
How
doesn't
do you
need a
serve
PC.
the internet?
How do you? Well, phones. People use tablets and devices now. But
You never know what this new game will be like.
so, what would be our buying recommendation? I think get a laptop. Don't buy a gaming PC tower. Maybe look at buying a mid-range gaming laptop.
We say laptops, but I do think that if you're starting out, going with a PC is actually quite nice because you can upgrade.
The desktop and all
Yeah, because you can actually upgrade bit by bit if you can't afford to buy one outright. You can
So you
upgrade
could buy at a sort of
different
cheaper
components
price
as you
and
go
plug it in.
through.
It's probably just worth saying
It's a nice way to
PCs,
start out.
because because we're kind of from the PC master race, as it's called.
Is it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
I feel special.
We actually know, because we've built PCs all our lives. So one of the things you really should understand is a PC is actually just a big group of products, modules.
And look, I'm a girl and I can build them. So if you can't...
You just laid the white glove down there, didn't you? I'm a girl and I can build them. Why can't you, bruv?
Exactly. That's mostly what everyone's going to say to me. So
Wow.
all I can say to you is if I can do it, seriously, you can do it.
So maybe that's a good bit of advice then.
If Pyrex can do it, seriously.
So basically what you'd do is you'd buy like all the components and you just plug them together, and there's actually very little that can go wrong. And even if you switch it on and it doesn't work, there's PC Gamer have got a really good guide.
Everyone does.
Well, yeah, that just shows you if this doesn't do this, try that.
It's actually the cheapest way of having a PC.
So if you buy like a top-end gaming PC nowadays, it's probably at least £2,000. That's what, $3,000, maybe more or less. But for the parts to build that, you're probably looking at maybe £700-800. So maybe half of, maybe even.
No, I think it's even cheaper than that because essentially you
don't need top-end stuff.
You don't need a screen. You guys should have a screen already. You can plug into any TV, so you've got the flexibility of everything. You've got all of those pieces left over from that PlayStation you never played with anymore.
But it is a good point, and I think if if the technology worries you. Maybe I'm sensing a video here. Is we just show people how a PC is put together. Maybe that would be helpful. Post in the comments. Would that be helpful to show you literally how to do a PC? And this is not from somebody who's I'm a mechanic and then basically sets your car on fire. Now this is from people who have built and used computers all their lives and I would like to think know what we're doing. And then I'm just going to put a legal disclaimer on the screen now. We have no right what we're doing. We don't know what we're doing. And no, we do. And I think seriously it's probably worth looking at, because a lot of people are feeling very negative to the fact that Dust is going to be switched off, and there's no, if they don't have a PC, or if they've never really gone the PC route, that's probably quite a big scary thought to them. But when you think about it, I think it's potentially not a big expense. You would get a lot more gaming freedom from it as well, because one of the big things PC gaming has is Steam and things like that, so there's a huge network of kind of really cool games on there. And I think it's probably worth considering, but we're not here to convince people. I think if you're interested, then maybe we'll look into that. But
I think basically CCP must know that they're going to have some people that are going to follow this and be great and happy about it,
I
and
think
other
a lot of the
people
community will,
that are going to hate it. At the end of the day, you guys play this game, and there's very few people that play it as much. And from every sort of account that I have of people playing Dust is that for just a general gamer, this game is no longer as enjoyable as it once was.
Dust.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it didn't evolve. I mean, it was good, but it's like anything. Like Fallout 4 is a game I've played quite a bit recently. Brilliant game, loved it, was absolutely besotted with it. But because it didn't change great, in fact, it didn't change at all. It was actually you kind of had your fill of it, and then you'd move on. And that's what a lot of players find, is that the gun battles become very similar. I think one of the things that kept people in the game was the conquest thing that you could do. You could actually kind of fight people in the planetary conquest style thing. But I think that also became a bit passé, let's say. So I think generally the thing that CCP probably have to do with this new game, whatever it's going to be called, and we'll come on to name in just a minute, because there's probably 1,000,001 really fitting names, but is just how to keep people interested in it. Like Eve is a constant tussle moving left and right.
If you love the Eve universe and you have really enjoyed playing any CCP game, I think you're gonna want this game, and you'll stay loyal and you'll play.
Why fight it?
It's at the end of the day, Dust 514 was the only game that wasn't PC based in some way, and I'm sure that they must have plans on how they're going to roll this game out, and how it's going to be available, and what spec of system that you might need to play this game.
Well, so I can't imagine they're not going to
We shouldn't speculate until we actually know.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to do a AAA game that's in a huge, big budget kind of over-the-top style game, because CCP don't do that.
But they have the universe already.
Yeah, no, well, that's the point. Is I think it's going to be much more of a kind of an indie evolving game, like Dust was. Dust started very cheaply, and it kind of the engine changed once. I think they generally gradually made changes, and I get the impression it's going to be the same again. So. Who knows? So let's move on to the name. I'm still going with Eve Revenant, which is something that you think is dead.
A book that you recently
read? It is a book that I read right now. It is a book, and a much popular film with Mr. DiCaprio and Mr. Hardy. But I like the concept of Revenant.
I think it would be called Eve Bond.
Eve Zombie. I don't know, but I think either way, it's going to be an evolution. It's going to be an evolution of Legion. Let's be honest, and maybe it will be called Legion. I don't know, but I hope it isn't. In a way, I hope it's called something a bit more.
I hope it's called Tomatoes.
Eve Tomatoes. There we go. But who knows? So there we go. I think it's bad. It's bad news for those of you who are obviously have invested a lot of time. I read the forums earlier. I have to tell you this, because I did the quick mental note in my head, and I thought I must tell you this. I read, and I can't remember who it was, but somebody said they'd spent 8,000 hours playing this game.
Wow.
So if you break that down, in a whole year, there is, and if I've got this right, there are 8,700 hours in the year. So that means, and let's say this player's played for 2 years.
I'm very concerned.
That means 50% of your waking life, in fact, of your entire life, including sleep, has been playing Eve. I must have got that wrong. I must have read it, or maybe it was 8,000 matches, but. When I saw that, I thought, wow, there's some dedicated people.
Exaggerate a bit, but somehow I
think it was actually something from PSN that told him that.
I'm very concerned for your health. Take a break, get a banana, go for a walk.
I will go and check my facts there, because I literally couldn't believe it when I saw it, but I was mid.
So if
click.
If Pyrex is wrong, he will put up a disclaimer saying he is wrong, and he apologises for making this statement.
There'll be another disclaimer there that says, yet again, the legal team of SquadB have realised that Pyrex is a twat and knows nothing.
We have a legal team.
We do, yeah. It's Dave Dodgy McDayday down at the legal office.
Oh, Dodgy Dave. Hey?
Dodgy Dave.
Right.
No.
Sounds nice and safe and secure. By the way, guys, I was tricked into this.
You were.
I was
actually,
tricked into this.
Yeah, I said, come, let's go and have a nice sit down. Let me show you something on the computer that's really, really soothing and interesting. And it's about kittens and things like that. And
I don't like kittens.
No, I don't like kittens.
So how is that
They scare
soothing?
me. How can they be that cute?
How can they be soothing?
How can they be that cute and not
That's
be evil?
disturbing. And then basically he pressed play and started recording. He said, say things that are
I
interesting.
said, read this. Read this. But yeah, I think it's, the news is out. I don't know. Sad times. We spent a lot of time doing these videos. A lot of our lives went into this.
It did, yeah.
Probably more than me than you.
Yeah. I did most of the bit where I was just like, oh, I'm so fed up now.
You're the brains, and I just did what you told me.
You just never did what you were told to do.
No, because I'm a free spirit. I'm a free, true Sagittarian, as they say, true Sagittarian. That's a bit of an in-joke. Those people won't get that. It's because we now believe in astrology. Yes, that's right. Post in the comments if you also believe in astrology, because we do. And you're looking at us now thinking, oh my God, do you believe in crop circles? We actually do believe in astrology now. I'm ashamed to admit that, but I'm not in a way, because I actually do believe. What you read to me was like, oh my God, that is me. Literally, everything you said, that was me. Anyway, so there we go. I don't know.
Hence, I was manipulated to be on this.
You were tricked. You were just directly tricked into this.
It's a really bad one.
Oh well, let's end it there then. Thanks, Trub.
Oh, interesting place to stop the. I was going to say cool. This isn't a cool.
Yeah, you're not at work now.
No. Oh, I've got to go back to work in a minute.
Ugh. All right then. Let's end it there then. Thanks, Trub. Talk soon.
Thanks, Pyrex.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Haven't clicked the button yet.
Why not?
I
was watching that, actually.
Were you watching the game?
Yeah.
Why?
No, well,
Have you seen how bad my aim is now?
Look at that. To do.
Somebody said to me while playing this game, oh, you're supposed, because I'm playing on controller, by the way.
Oh wow! What made you change?
Well, I don't want to.
You never told those guys that they can play with their controllers.
What, the keyboard and mouse?
No, you can play with a normal controller any game.
On PC? That is true. Yeah, that is true. And I think
I play with an Xbox one sometimes. Play Portal 2, but when I played that, I obviously won.
Was it playable though?
I actually used the keyboard and mouse
for Portal 2.
Yeah, it was just too complicated with the controller. But I did used to play Halo with a controller
on PC. Or how was that then?
It was alright.
Did it feel the same?
As well. I prefer controller. I have really good aim with controller.
See, I don't. I'm the other way. I find
that's because you cheat with a mouse.
Well, yeah, but when you watch me play, you'll see that I'm trying to aim and I'm just going massively left, massively over right, massively over left.
Oh, that's you playing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
Thanks.
And you want to play this game why?
Thanks.
Most people do videos and play games when they're really good.
Have you not understood the SquadB concept from our initial? We've never been good at any game we've played, ever.
I've built the SquadB brand.
And you didn't notice that I'm really bad at it?
No, I just sort of...
You just assumed I was playing right. Well, through editing, you can make it look like you're absolutely owning.
I thought that's what you were doing.
Well, I did for a while, but then I thought to myself, it's so difficult to make this... Wave's hand look good. I just stopped trying in the end. I just thought, let's just show the match. Like, I used to edit out the bits where I died, so somebody would kill me and I'd start keeling over. I'd actually just edit it there, then you'd be straight back in the footage. And I thought, well, yeah, because I died 13 times in this one. What's the point in that? It's just going to be endless dying. So I thought, I won't bother. And I think it makes a much more honest expose of the skill.
Why not? I think so. Hey, didn't you say bye?
Oh yeah. Well, look at this bit. So this is a dropship. These are expensive.
Why do you feel the need to explain the vehicles like I've never seen this game before?
I don't know. It's because I think sometimes I just sort of want to re-emphasize the
Guys,
point.
I'm so dumb.
Oh no, not at all. I'm saying
I'm so dumb. I need.
That's a dropship. A dropship. No, I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying it as in. Now that the game's closing, everyone's going to probably start throwing their money away because the money's not transferring. So I guess we should give some kind of advice on that. Just burn through it, I guess.
Well, I think we should ask Pyrex to do a whole bunch of videos on 101 uses of all their money.
Oh, God. 101? I don't think there's 101
Alright
days.
then.
2. Buy tank, lose tank, buy dropship, lose dropship. That's probably it.
Then we'll
Buy
have
prototype.
some pretty amazing videos then. You could have one where everybody has a tank.
We tried that one. Yeah, there's
Yes,
they put
you did.
limits in. Yeah, but the thing is, I think there's just going to be this kind of extreme.
So
The game's going. You might as well use your points.
might as well ask CCP to put in a little gift where they take the limits off and everyone has a tank.
They said that. They said there was talk, big talk as well, of making everything one ISK. Because what does it matter anymore? But that might kind of ruin the game for people because
I thought you said that it was really difficult to play already.
it was. I mean, this was a great example because half the people left the map probably 10 minutes in, or not even 10 minutes, 5 and 3 minutes in. People join, if they don't win immediately, they kind of drop. And I think that's crazy because no one seems to fight back anymore.
I think that's really
Babyish. Easy now.
my favourite, most awesomest game ever was Battlefield 2.
I did enjoy Battlefield. I think that was when Battlefield was good as well. Battlefield 3 watered it down.
The graphics weren't ruined.
It felt more real.
And yes, I was the horrible person that used to be a sniper that hid and then just killed you, and then you just sat there and raged at. That is my
Campy sniper.
that was my MO.
Wow.
Oh look, the video's ended in defeat.
Yeah, well, we lose all the time. But, it's a shame. It is
And
a
that's
shame.
after half of the people have left.
Yeah, well, you'll see at the end. I think there's still quite a few people in this one, but if you play, the thing about the size is 16. There's 16 people per team, and I think the most matches I've seen, you're lucky if you can get like 9 per side. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm interested to see how they're going to close it and end it.
I think between now and then, maybe we should do a dust day.
There you go, like 9 and 9. A dust day? What do you mean dust day?
Well, maybe we should just have a day when everybody comes on that used to play it and plays it.
I love it. We're out of time. See you next time.
Bye.